So, hello, dear students. In last class, we were studying about order of a matrix. We have seen that if we have rows m and n, then order of matrix is simply m cross n. Now we will see that in general, an cross n matrix has the following rectangular array. Just see A11, A12, A13, A1j, A1n, and A21, A22, A23, A2j, so on, AM1, AM2, AM3, AMJ, AMN, and the order is M cross N. Now see here, rows are M and column is N. Now we represent this matrix by A is equal to Aij M cross N, where the value of I is between 1 to M. See, the value of I is going 1 to M, and the value of J is between 1 to N. Just see here, 1 to N, and the order of this matrix is M cross N, means total rows is M and total column is N. Now we will see that ith row ith row consists of the elements. Ith row consists of the elements of the elements. Now just see ith row here. Ith row consists of the elements this A I1, AI2, AI3 to Aij to Ain. So we will write this. Ith row consists of the elements AI1, AI2, AI3 to Ain. Now we will see jth column, jth column column consists of the elements consist of the elements consist of the elements. Just see, if you will see here, jth column, this is jth. So jth column consists of the elements A1j, A2j to AMJ. So now we will write this. Jth column consists of the elements A1j, A2j, A3j 2 am j. And in general, we say aij is the aij is the element lying in ith row and jth column. Jth column, because I is row and j is column. So now, if you will here see aij, just see, this is ith row and this is jth column. So aij lies in the ith row and jth column. That's it. So now, ith row and jth column. Now, the number of here, the number of the number of elements in an the number of elements in an M cross and matrices, and matrices simply M cross n. इसी वे में करते हैं ना, जितने नंबर ऑफ रोज हैं और कॉलम है उनको मल्टीप्लाई कर देते हैं. अगर 2 × 3 का मैट्रिक्स है, इट मींस टोटल नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स विल बी 6. वी सिंपली मल्टीप्लाई m and n. Now there are some important note for matrices, and these are we shall follow the notation, namely A is equal to Aij M cross N to indicate that A is a matrix. A is a matrix. A is a matrix A is a matrix of order M cross N. A is equal to Aij M cross N to indicate that A is a matrix of order M cross N. Now, second notice we shall consider only those matrices whose elements are real numbers or functions taking real values. Now, next is we can also represent any point. Suppose that we have any point that is xy in a plane So if we have any point xy in a plane, we can represent it by a matrix, by a matrix by column or row, simply as if we have to represent xy in column, we will represent like this, xy simply. Or if we have to represent our point xy in a row, so we represent like this, y. That's it. For example, if we have to represent point P 0, 1, so for this matrix representation is given as column 0, 1, or if we have to represent it in row, so it will be like this 0, 1. This is now suppose that we have any quadrilateral, uh, we have a quadrilateral ABCD, A, B, C, D, and the vertices of quadrilateral are given. Vertices are A, 1, 0, B, 3, 2, C, 1, 3, and D, -1, 2. So we can represent this quadrilateral ABC in the matrix form, and suppose that this is A, this is x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, and it is x4, y4. And we have to represent quadrilateral ABCD in the form of a matrix. So we will represent like this. Just see. If we are representing our matrix by X, so here we will write all X, that is X1, X2, X3, and X4 in row. So X1, X2, X3, X4 in one row, and Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4 in second row. So here our matrix X will become, it is 1, 3, 1, -1, and 0, 2, 3, 2. Now, the order of the matrix is total rows are 2 and columns are 4. So it will be 2 cross 4 and total elements are 8. Now, we can represent quadrilateral ABC in another form of a matrix. In this time we will represent our matrix by Y, and here all rows I am putting in this, all X I am putting in column X2, X3, X4. So all X are in first column, and I am putting all Y's in second column, Y3 and Y4 is Y3. So here it will be like this. So our matrix will become y is equal to 1, 3, 1, minus 1, 0, 2, 3, 2. Now in this time, the order of matrix is first, second, third, fourth, 4 row and 2 column. Again, total number of elements are 8 in it. So now, in this way, matrices can be used as representation of vertices of geometrical figures in a plane. Now we will solve some examples based on matrices. First is, let me upload. The problem is like this. Consider the following information regarding the number of men and women workers in 3 factories, first, second, and third. These are number of men and women workers. Represent the above information in the form of a 3 cross 2 matrix. What does the entry in the third row and second column represent? So now this is a very good problem. So we will proceed for the solution. We have to represent this information in the form of a 3 cross 2 matrix. So here rows that is M will be 3 and column that is N will be 2. So now we will proceed for the solution. We have to construct a matrix of 3 cross 2. So our row should be 3. So it will be like this: 30, 25, 25, 31, and 27, 26. So here we have first, 2, and 3. 3 rows and column 1 and 2. So here our matrix we have constructed, that is 3 cross 2. Now the entry in third row and second column, just see, this is third row and this is second column, and it represents the number of women workers in factory third row and second column. So yeah, and it is 26, and it is the number of women worker in factory third. So this is the solution of this problem. We will see next problem. If a matrix has 8 elements, what are the possible orders it can have? So we know that order of a matrix is M cross N, and it has Mn elements. So as to find all possible of a matrix with 8 elements, we will find all ordered pairs of natural numbers whose product is simply 8. So here possible orders are 1 into 8, 8 into 1, 4 into 2, and 2 cross 4. So these all are the possible orders: 1 into 8, 8 into 1, 4 into 2, and 2 into 4. There are 4 possible orders. To construct a matrix which has 8 elements. So in this way, we can construct a matrix which has 8 elements. That's it. Now we will see next problem. So now this problem is, we have to construct a 3 cross 2 matrix वो जो एलिमेंट्स आर गिवन by aij is equal to half I minus 3j. So here number of rows is 3 and column is 2. So here we will construct a matrix whose row is 3 and column is 2. So it will be like this: A11 and A12. And A21, A22, and A31 and A32. In this way, we have constructed our matrix whose rows are 3 and column is 2. Here, we represent our general matrix by A is equal to Aij, and here the value of I is between 1 to 3 and the value of j is between 1 to 2. This was the general representation of a matrix. So now Aij is given. Aij is simply half into mod I minus 3j. So here we will first calculate A11 and it is coming out to be A11 is equal to half 1 minus 3. So it will be 1. Now A12 we will calculate, and half into 1 minus 6. So it will be 3. Sorry, it will be 1 minus 6. It will be 5. So it will be 5 by 2. Now, next we will calculate A21 half 2 minus 3 into 1. So it will be 2 minus 3 will be minus 1. And you will, if you will take out from the mode, it will be positive. So it will be 1 upon 2. So it is A21 and A22 is half into 2 minus 3 into 2. And if you will calculate this, it will be 2. And if you will calculate A31, it will be half 3 minus 3 into 1. It will be 0. And if you will similarly, if you will calculate A32, it will come out to be 3 by 2. So we have got all our Aij. So now we will put in our given matrix that we have constructed of 3 row and 2 column. So now it is 1, 5 by 2, A21 is half, A22 is 2, and A31 is 0, and A32 is 3 by 2. So this is the solution of this problem, and this was a very good problem. So this is all about the matrix, and this is the first chapter, and in the next class we will see about types of matrix. If you like my videos, then please like, share, and subscribe my YouTube channel. That's all. Thank you.